Phoenix versus fnatic. Game 1.
Is the way they play, ladies and gentlemen. MVP Phoenix. Confirmed top 6 team in the world, the Korean MVP team, 1 year on from qualifying from their first international. They're guaranteed top 6, but they want more. As do their opponents. A team waiting in the wings to come out and join them. A team they've played many times before, just as fearless, just as aggressive. They are fnatic.
Slaughter really hurts.
I mean, they picked it like every single time. Even after they lost, they just picked it again like right after that. I mean, they lost again with it, but I'm sure MVP is a team that won't lose confidence in a hero, even if they lose like a million times.
I mean, I always love the MVP casino draft, so I hope we get to see it again where they just pray to RNGesus for all of that huge hits.
A hero that surprises me that hasn't been picked or banned yet is Elder Titan. It's a hero that was super effective at shutting down MVP's aggression. It counters a lot of their drafting way because they draft heroes with extremely high base armor. That's something that goes for most of their drafts if you look at it. And Ogre Magi, Slaughter, both of them have really high as well. It would be a strong hero here. I don't know about Elder Titan and Bounty on the same team though, so kind of saying no to it maybe is fnatic.
I mean, the only way you would be able to run him then is like either Bounty or Titan as an offlaner, but that's like generally not that good because you won't be there for your mid laner or your safe laner to like counter initiate when you actually get ganked. So it's probably not like a very good choice here, and fnatic doesn't have like a big history of running that hero anyways.
MVP quickly snag up the Timber Saw with their 3rd pick. This comes after fnatic also banned out that Naga, so they're looking to take away all comfort levels of MVP here.
I think Timber Saw's a pretty decent counter versus the Slug. It's also a resilient laner. Like Ogre, Magi, and the Timber Saw, they're very hard for the Bounty Hunter to gank. Very high armor, high HP regen. You really don't want to be pressuring these 2 lanes.
Yeah, that's the one downfall to picking it so early is that MVP, they're really tailoring a nice lineup against the Bounty Hunter, making his early game hard so he doesn't get that level 6 quickly. And if MVP just get their blink on Slaughter before fnatic really have the levels they need on everyone, then it becomes very difficult to hold back MVP.
Yep. I'm a bit surprised by the Timber picked up because generally you pick Slaughter and like right clicker, but they chose to pick the Timber Saw instead.
Haven't seen that little lady in quite a while. Crystal Maiden shows her beautiful face.
But it's not a first at this tournament, right?
No, not at all. Just been a long time, Black.
I mean, we have seen her yesterday evening as like cosplayers.
Opposing icy nemesis. Lich comes out.
Like Lich, so good against all melee cores, like that Slark. It's gonna be so much harder for him to kill anyone of their team. Like even if they were to pick something like an Elder Titan now, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, but if we look at fnatic's damage, they don't have much physical damage. Look at it, they have so much magic damage. CM, Sanking, even Slark is a magic damage type carry. So all this armor they're building into with the Timber Saw and Lich added to the first 2 that we already mentioned, I feel that might be a little bit redundant when you have only magic damage coming in.
Well, if they don't buy a BKB, that magic damage does look pretty damn good. Ohio's Sand King yesterday was out of control.
Yeah, itemization was a very big part of yesterday's games for sure, and I think a lot of teams should watch and study in the Team Liquid series. But Oracle, Naga not available. What do you think they're going to ban out in the next series?
Well, for MVP, like fnatic is definitely looking for a mid laner, for a mid one. So they definitely want to ban out, like, what do they usually play with? It like an Ember?
Ember,
like
Ember,
a hero
Queen.
that, like, runs at you, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you should worry too much about the Queen, even though it would be a strong hero here. But Ember is probably a good ban since you only have Ogre and Slardar, kind of slow stunners.
I think Invoker's pretty good too. Zeus will be fine. Zeus I like versus the Timbersaw. I think Invokers might be a little bit better, more suited to mid one.
I'm actually surprised we didn't see a lot of Zeus here. I love Zeus against both Slardar and Timber. Like, you can just burst them down so quickly, especially with like the Sand King as well as the Bounty Hunter and Crystal Maiden. You have so much new potential.
Well, I don't expect that we're gonna see it. I would love it with Bounty Hunter. That track and being able to set up on kills all over the map and always having the ulti at your disposal is really, really powerful.
You literally just control the whole map because you have vision on everything at pretty much all times.
But we have the drops, we have buffs to like pipe and stuff. It's a difficult world for a Zeus to really live now.
Right, yeah. Ever since the double pipe was like made possible, Zeus got nerfed quite a bit.
And then nerfed the static so that it doesn't stop blink.
Yeah.
Rip. fnatic looking for the last pickup here. Obviously the mid one grab. And he's not for certain who his opposing mid laner is going to be, so could be a difficult decision here if they want to get an early mid lane advantage.
I think Phoenix are more likely to pick the Ember Spirit. They need some physical damage.
Yeah, they do.
He's not the best Bloodlust carrier, though.
But there's so many heroes that fnatic can grab from mid laner right now. They have tons of options, really. There haven't been many mid-hero bans, so I think mid one, being so mechanically skilled, he's one of the best players individually in the world for sure. They're going to grab a nice hero for him. I'm looking to MVP and thinking they could just do a carry Slardar here and put in a Void even.
Nice little spicy grab there for fnatic. They pick up the Tinker.
Well, he is going to have a hard time countering this with the last pick. The only way you can really counter is like put the Slardar on off lane, Timber mid, and pick like something like an Anti-Mage Spectre, something like that to jump on the Tinker.
They could also pick Nyx, I think. Nyx off lane, Timber mid, Slardar safe. But
then you have like zero high ground again.
Yeah.
That has been like the story of many teams here. They have no high ground, they win early game massively, and then they just can't push and lose.
It's MVP though. They'll run you down.
You guys not feeling the MVP love for Void with a Lich combo in your team as well as the Ogre Magi Bloodlust? I think it would be really strong here. They love playing the carry Slardar as well.
I mean, it's really possible. I go for the Darkseer instead.
Oh.
One of their staples, of course. We kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, 4 of us played that really well before in the tournament.
Perfect rundown here for them.
MVP get their 4 melee lineup right now going against fnatic. Gentlemen, last thoughts?
I think I like fnatic a little bit better this game, so I'm voting for them.
I also think fnatic, the Tinker pick, it's not really a good counter to MVP Phoenix, and as Black mentioned, no good way to push high ground.
Yeah, fnatic have really good heroes against all these high armor heroes, so I love fnatic's drafts.
Sounds great, gentlemen. Let's get started. It's game number 1. Let's throw it over to our casters now. Gentlemen, take it away.
We are live here, ladies and gentlemen, on the floor of Key Arena. The penultimate day of Dota about to begin, and we have a classic, or quickly becoming a classic matchup. fnatic versus MVP, best of 3. Panel seemed to slightly favor MVP based on their LAN performances in the past. How are you feeling coming in?
I think fnatic have looked so good at this tournament. Honestly, it could come down to pretty much this third game. We'll see if they lose their first game on LAN. fnatic have yet to drop a game, as Ted was talking about on the panel. But looking at this draft right now, of course, Ohio had an immaculate day yesterday on that Sand King, looking for him to have a big performance. But we'll jump into the game, LD, and they were talking about all of this magic damage against MVP's lineup here. How do you feel about the last pick Tinker coming out for fnatic?
It's a really good Tinker game. MVP are fairly tanky. They have a natural pipe builder in the Darkseer. But that being said, they don't have great catch for a Tinker. They don't siege objectives especially well. I think the big player who could be a factor there, it will be QO on the Slardar. He's known for going hard on this hero. He kind of popularized more of a hard carry Slardar type build. He will have Bloodlust. You can throw Ice Armor on him. Decent frontliner to hit buildings, but you just laser him, and that completely derails the ability to quickly take towers. So with MVP going for the Darkseer last pick, it gives them more face rush potential, more 5-man, but as Black pointed out, it does not give them a great high ground sieger. So in order for MVP to deal with the Tinker, it's mostly just going to come down to finding those picks on other heroes and potentially getting good wards so they can jump him from behind.
A good laning phase as well. They have that Lich to help out with, but it looks like there might be a clash at the bottom rune spot. Mid one, he'll back away. He is going to be playing that Slark. He did a lot of that at the Manila Major with a lot of success as well. Of course, remember, they got top 6 there as well. So we'll see how fnatic perform as we jump into the game. 3-4-3, the roaming Bounty Hunter, but an Ogre on the side of MVP, as they should have the Lich stapled down in one lane. He will deny the range creep down bottom to start things off. But 343 is going for that courier snipe in the middle lane, and it's coming out right now. This is hitting at the tier 3 tower.
Can't snipe a courier at the tier 3 though. So MVP, they've played a lot against this Fnatic bounty hunter, and anyone at this point in the tournament is going to be very cautious. We did see a Skywrath mage snipe a courier yesterday, so I almost feel like when you have those less conventional courier sniping heroes, it's easier because it's not something your opponents are expecting. But
Right.
MVP going with what's generally not the most common position for the Darkseer in the safe lane, but I do like the matchup quite a bit.
Ooh, Dubu getting Lowe's 3 and Crush coming out. The pounce was there. They need a little bit more damage as 343 is rotated. And that's your first blood. The bounty hunter, he says, screw the courier. I want the kill. And he finds it down bottom to start things off.
Yeah, man, this is the pressure bounty hunter puts on the game. Meanwhile, you've got Fevy just ferrying out a salve all the way from the base. They've committed one support for a threat that isn't even actually there. It's, the hero brings a lot to the table simply by being in the game, and then if he gets kills, so much the better. So what MVP have done here is they've decided to put the Darkseer safe lane.